week 3 of our mood temperature quilt sew along. This week I have nearly a full row. Now our quilt, obviously a year is 365 days, and that doesn't really divide down very well into rows of squares. So we are going to have to go over a little bit, and I'm going to do 17 rows, 22 long. So I'm doing it in kind of columns rather than going across, but you can go across. It's entirely up to you. Like I've said before, this is really a very, very informal sew along where we just kind of dip in, we hang out, and we, talk about how we're feeling. Whether that's to ourselves, to our friends, to our family, we just make sure that we check in with ourselves and make sure that we are okay. So I've got my blocks. I have not had a very good week so far this week. So this week we have Tuesday, that was yesterday, and Monday are both green days, which green day is the worst day, colour-wise. I didn't have a great one on Sunday, that was a blue day. Saturday was fantastic, it was sunshiny and I got to go outside into the garden and I did some weeding, and I sat outside and I did have a little nap for half an hour or so. So Saturday was a fantastic yellow day. And then we've got another great day on Friday. It was another sunny day. I mean, I do seem to think that my mood, a lot of it relates to how the weather is. I know that I'm not great in the winter, which is why I wanted to start this after the winter had gone and start it in the spring when I know that my mood is going to be a bit better, because I do get really quite low during the winter months. I don't like the cold, I don't like the wet. I am always happier when it's sunny and bright and warm. So I think when I'm done with this, when I've got all of my blocks and everything's laid out, what it will kind of show me is that even though I have plenty of green days that are bad days, I do have plenty of yellow days, which are the best day. And over the year, I probably won't remember this particular green day. I can't really remember why it was particularly bad now, and we're only 2 days later, but I know that I went to bed and I was miserable, and then last night was the same. So 365 days later, I won't know that. I will just be able to look at my quilt, see all of the different colours throughout the year and reflect back on that was my year in colourful dots. And I think that's the important thing, when we look back and we realise that there are plenty of these days, the good ones, there are quite a few of these bad ones, but there's also plenty of days in between. So we're going to have lots of pink, we're going to have lots of red, we're going to have lots of blue, which is, it's all right, it's not the best. And it doesn't matter because we have acknowledged it. And I think part of that, when you acknowledge that you've had a bad day or you acknowledge that you've had a good day, is really, really important. And it's helpful for your mental health and making yourself feel better. So next week, we will have our first row to sew, and then we are fully on our way.